Hey everybody, Dean Kulawira, IT recruiter at SRA Staffing, doing a job search video. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate all the likes and comments and shares I've been getting on LinkedIn on all my content. So keep doing that. Keep following me. Any particular topics you want me to cover directly in relation to the job search, interviews, all of that stuff, definitely let me know. Give me a shout. So I just wanted to quickly go over this article that I released yesterday. And the topic of the article, it's a common thing that everybody experiences at some point as a job seeker. It's when you're at an interview, you're getting interviewed, you're talking about your background, your skill set, whatever is the case, and you can just tell the interviewer or whoever's sitting across from you, maybe it's a hiring manager, maybe it's a recruiter, they're clearly not interested. Like they're showing signs of boredom and disinterest in what you're saying. So what I cover in that article is the cause of it. Like, why does that happen? Why does that occur? And what you can do to address that or handle it, right? So if we're not connected on LinkedIn, make sure you add me on LinkedIn. I'm gonna add a link below over here with a link to my profile, so you can connect, and make sure you read that article. But just to kind of give you a very brief summary of what I discuss in that article is rule number one in handling a situation where you feel that the person you're speaking to at the interview, they're not interested in your profile or your background. Again, they're showing signs of disinterest. They're bored. They're checking their watch. Right? Has it ever happened? They're checking their watch. They're yawning. They're looking around all over the room. Maybe they're shuffling, fixing up their desk, the papers on their desk, stuff like that. So rule number one, the most important rule. The first thing you need to do is assume and take full responsibility for being the cause of that disinterest. Now, this is something that's difficult for a lot of you, or for most of them. I know it used to be difficult for me to accept, right? It's not like I've never experienced this myself, but it's the first reaction is always so easy to just blame anything except for ourselves as the cause for that disinterest. It's so easy to blame it on, this person's just, they're arrogant, or they don't like me because of the shirt I'm wearing. They don't like me because of this. They don't like, it's always them or some other factor aside from yourself. But the truth is, you need to first consider the fact that most probably it's you. Like 99% of the time, it's something that you're doing or not doing to sell them on why you should be the primary candidate for the role, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person or anything of that sort. It just means you got to just go back, just rewind after the interview and just think back to at what point did they start showing disinterest. Now, there are some cases where they might have started off the interview being very interested in you. They seemed excited, enthusiastic about talking about your background. And then as the interview went on, you kind of notice, okay, they're looking a little disinterested. They seem a little bored. So what you need to figure out is, after the interview, is really go over what happened. At what point did they start showing disinterest? And then you got to examine what it is that you might have spoke about or talked or done or discussed that caused them to go down that path of disinterest or not being interested in your profile. Now this is not as easy as it sounds, because it's very easy to get defensive. I mean, even when examining yourself, right? So if possible, even get a friend or someone that you know to really sit down to talk to them about the interview, let them know what exactly happened, and let them know what they think might have been the reason why, or might have been the issue as to why suddenly this person's attitude towards you, the interviewer or whoever it was, changed towards you, right? So examine that. Always assume that you're the person responsible for that disinterest taking place. Because at least when you assume full responsibility for that, at least that puts you at cause, right? So you're in control of the situation. Even in hindsight, I mean, that's not the point. That's besides the point. But at least now, if you go back, if you examine, and if you say, okay, that's what I did that made them a little disinterested in me. At least now you can take note of that, and at the next interview you're at, the next company you're interviewing at least you can make that change and make that adjustment, right? Now, further on in the article, I discuss two possible reasons why disinterest can occur. Okay, so two reasons. Okay, so the first one is you don't have an understanding of the project, right, or whatever the problem is they're trying to solve for the role. And do keep in mind that every time a company is hiring for a position or a role, they're doing it to solve a problem. Don't kid yourself. That's the main reason. Okay, it's not just because you're a nice person. They want you to come in and play at their ping pong table. Okay, it's because they have a problem to solve. That's the primary reason they're looking to interview people and hire someone. So the number one so one of the reasons is you don't have an understanding of the project or what their problem is that they're trying to solve, and so you're selling them on aspects of your background that don't have any relation or relevance to the problem they're trying to solve. Right. The second reason is you do have an understanding of the project or the problem that they're trying to solve. So you know what's going on, you understand it, but you're just not doing a good job on selling them on how your background or your skill set or your previous experience is a perfect match for the company, for the role, for the position, and whatever problem they're trying to solve. So those are two possible reasons, right? So before you throw in the towel, don't quit, okay? When you see signs of disinterest, when you see it looks like they're bored, don't throw in the towel right away. Don't give up. Don't quit. First thing you need to do is assume full responsibility for being the possible cause for the disinterest. That's the first thing you need to do. And the second thing you need to do is examine whether it's one of those two things that I just mentioned, right? That you know what the project is or what the problem is, but you're just not selling them on the right aspects of your background that would put you in a position as the right solution for the problem they're trying to solve. Or the other case is you don't have a proper understanding of the project or the problem they're trying to solve, and because of that you're talking about a whole bunch of irrelevant stuff that doesn't really appeal to them or apply to the project or the problem they're trying to solve. So that's what I discussed in the article. So that's my quick review. Quick breakdown of the article, what I wrote. So if you haven't done so, make sure you read the article for more detailed information. I write articles every week on LinkedIn. So if we're not connected on LinkedIn, make sure we connect and add me on LinkedIn, follow me, whatever the case. I put articles every week to help you in your job search. Now, I am an IT recruiter based out of here in Toronto, Canada, but my advice applies to any industry. Now, if you are in IT, if you're an IT professional, specifically here in Toronto, Canada, definitely make sure we connect at some point in your career. That could be now, it could be in a few weeks, a few months, a few years, maybe in a few lifetimes, right? Maybe in the next lifetime. I should be able to help you at some point. But I'm always putting out regular job search tips and advice on LinkedIn, on YouTube, Instagram. I'm trying to get more active on Instagram, obviously. And what else? What are the other platforms? LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, all of those. So follow me on all of those. Look me up. And if there's any particular topics you want me to cover, let me know. Give me a heads up. I'll definitely do my best to help you. I want to help everybody out there in their job search. I want you to win at interviews. I want you to get interviews, win them, be able to close clients on hiring you and going for you, and just helping you be able to sell yourself properly at the interview. So thank you so much for watching. That's just a quick video I wanted to do, and let's keep in touch. Again, let me know if there's any way I can help you. If you're an IT professional here in Toronto, Canada, you can call me on my office line Monday to Friday. If there's any way I can help you, let me know. 416-296-1772 extension 2036, and let's keep in touch. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.